sun, the wind, or the water. Now, not only are these, I'm sorry, I meant to, not only are these renewable sources readily available, but they will last with us until the end of mankind. In addition to that, renewable energy produces the least amount of pollution, and it is probably the best method in order to reduce climate change. In conclusion, using and most importantly, improving the methods of renewable energy will not only help us eliminate our dependence on electricity generated from fossil fuels, but it will also ensure that we have a healthier planet to live in. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. 3 minutes 12. Thank you, Ahmed.
Thank you, Doctor.
I would like.
Oh, yes. Okay. So.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Do you know that if we burned all the fossil fuels, the amount of carbon dioxide put into the atmosphere in such a short time would be unlike anything that has happened to the Earth history? Even the end permanent extinction is not analogous, where 96 of the life went extinct. Nevertheless, power plants consume a daily increasing amount of fossil fuels to supply us with the electricity. And this increment plays a pivotal role. The relationship between population growth as we pass by the years is directly proportional to the power consumption. In other words, the more people, the more demand. This means that more fuel must be burned in power plants to satisfy our continuous need for electricity. It is fitted with 36 micro wind turbines, work at speed as low as 4.5 miles per hour, regardless of the wind direction. They are also silent, so you can install them wherever you want, including buildings or in our backyards. They can power from common. Therefore, we are responsible of its sustainability. And certainly, by implementing those trees, compensate a good amount of electricity. As a consequence, less fuel is needed to be combusted in power plants, resulting in lower fumes and greenhouse gases. I think that's enough. Thank you all for listening.
You can just start sharing.
Can you hear my voice?
I can hear your voice, yeah.
Oh, cool. Can you see the slides?
Yeah, just give me a second. Go.
Worldwide, there are many people who fall victim to a lower limb amputation for various reasons, such as cardiovascular diseases, trauma, or other limb defects. The number of people who undergo an amputation has risen over the past decade. My name is Mohammed Al-Kharraz, and I'm working on optimizing a prosthetic leg. It is very important for the amputees to gain their abilities back. Many studies highlight the increased level of daily activity that patients maintain when they constantly utilize a prosthetic device, which also gives them hope for those people who may feel left out.
Millions.
No,
Millions.
maybe no, less than that. Maybe 10,000s. Depends really on what you're getting. It could be like
I saw one
several
Saudi
hundred
actually.
thousands.
Several hundred thousands.
Yeah.
Presentation. Yeah, I can. Okay, just a minute. So when you are ready, 1, 2, 3, go.
Good day, everyone. I'm with Nooh, and can you hear them? Whispering? You don't see them, but they are building armies of millions of soldiers. You don't know them, but they are always around. I'm talking about bacteria. In this war of survival, we can't fight them alone, so our army of antibiotics do all the fighting for us. And from this point on, I'd like to bring an important health concern to your attention. Antibiotic resistance is now an urgent scientific health problem in our current era. These days are long gone because according to modern statistics, more than 2.8 million antibiotic resistance infections is being recorded in the US yearly, and more than 35,000 people die as a result. So who to blame? Us, humans. This issue arises mainly because of two wrongful human behaviors. First, consuming antibiotics without a prescription. Research suggested that 66% of patients are more likely to do that. Who doesn't save up medications for the next time we get sick? Secondly, stopping the antibiotic when we feel better or taking it for a longer period. In short, not following the instructions in the prescription. Because of this issue, the health is forced to use their last line in therapy, leaving us almost no antibiotic has been discovered or developed. This is mainly because these companies don't profit much from it. So what can we do to solve this issue? First, avoid getting infected as much as possible. By keeping out distance when dealing with sick people, proper hand hygiene and safe cooking of food. This will ultimately reduce the need for antibiotics. Second, trust health workers when they advise who's around. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rid. But I guess like there are so many of them who are like you can